The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Lions, coming up next.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, we continue on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit.
Three games decided, 3 more to come this Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on this fine Sunday. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least 1 playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Going on the road in the playoffs, Mike, it's daunting for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But if there's one thing this guy has shown all year, it's the fact that not only is he resilient, but nothing appears to ever faze him. Getting your team to the tournament in your first year, it's a massive accomplishment in its own right, but I don't think he's done yet. He expects to walk into this stadium in a hostile environment and come away with a win, and there's one thing this season has showed us is don't put anything past this guy.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Here now, 3rd and 5. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Rattler. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And now it's fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Taking off, and he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Second down and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Rattler. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now the second-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
On 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off play action, here's Rattler. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rattler. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep them short of the first down.
Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 39-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Pratt. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st down, Packers.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Rattler going to throw on 1st down. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At their
A play fake. And they'll throw with Rattler. That's Dobbs open left side. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the Lions' 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's their punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
Now, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Throwing here is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Crazy. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs running right. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So after 1 here on Super Wild Card Weekend, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Goff to throw. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the gun, it's Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. Now Pratt. Here's a screen now for Lloyd. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In motion, Reed. We'll try to run it with Lloyd. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Packers.
On 1st down, right back to Lloyd. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Trying left side, here's Lloyd. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's the punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Raymond going to return it, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Now, faking the give. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first down.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's the Lions punt team now. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Lloyd. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Dobbs headed in motion. And that is incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive games, I'm not going to lie, I don't typically love them. Well, then this game is for you. I mean, neither team can seem to get anything going here in the first half. And after that incompletion, will likely end to another scoreless drive for this offense.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. That's to the right side and incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
At the 23-yard line.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On second down, Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a second down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Goff. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action, here's Rattler. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
The man in motion is Watson. They'll try to run with their fullback. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They'll go play action here with Rattler. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. Third and long. Third and long, and here's Rattler. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On comes the Packers punting team. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
First down away to the 26-yard line, and here's third down. Throwing, Goff. And that is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The man in motion is Watson. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. Right back to the fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. On third down, it's Rattler. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And that is incomplete. On fourth down, here's Anders Carlson for the Packers field goal try. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Packers are on the board just before halftime.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over just before the half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
One final throw before the break, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This game 2 of our triple header here on Wild Card Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 16-12 is your final score. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys
Who
this halftime
survives?
lead.
Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They face 2nd down and 7. A play fake. Now, Rattler. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Rattler to the air once more. That is pulled in by Musgrave.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 33-yard line.
Goff. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st down, up past the 35.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll go play. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Packers have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a big turn of events there. This defense trying to hold off the opposition now takes the lead, Greg, by taking it to the end zone.
Yeah, and it seems like week in and week out, Mike, in this league, there's 1 or 2 plays that determine the outcome of a game. And I get the sense here in the second half, that game-changing scoop and score by this defense could very well be that play.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Gibbs. Now a loose football. The Packers have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is the veteran Preston Smith. Works his way in there for the sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And Truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic first down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 5. Third and short yardage, and here's Rattler. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Packers set to kick this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice grab there by Sam Laporta, and he's looking to follow up here in year 2, Mike, on what's been one of the best rookie campaigns we've seen from a tight end in a long time. 2nd team All-Pro, led all tight ends with 10 touchdowns. You just don't see young tight ends make the transition as quickly as he did last year in Detroit.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught, left side, it's complete. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll go right back to Laporta. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Kevin Zeitler, the vet, guilty that time. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A 49-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Lions will cut the deficit down to 2. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. To the air, it's Pratt. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's caught by Gibbs.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Throwing, Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They needed 15, and that's exactly what they got. It is a 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on second down, Goff. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw is Goff. He's going to pick up the first down and more. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Here's Goff. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Lions will punt this ball away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter.
The Packers take over.
The Packers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. That one knocked away and incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And third down coming up. Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Lions offense, ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Goff to throw. This one finds Peoples-Jones. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the Packers' 33-yard line.
Here's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Amon-Ra, gives the Lions a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Then he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers' 9-yard line.
Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he's in! Rock Wright. Touchdown, Detroit. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Here's Badgley for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will up the lead to 5.
Lions 17, Packers 12.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He fields it at the 8, and he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Pratt now looking to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Two critical factors to closing out games with the lead in the NFL, Mike. On offense, you got to be able to run the ball. On defense, you have to be able to rush the passer. And here they are winning here late in the fourth quarter. Back-to-back sacks. It's going to go a long way in closing this one out.
We're all set to kick this one away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They hand it to Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Lions 24, Packers 12.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Here's Gibbs. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. Good blocking, and he's in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Badgley now, attack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at him. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that'll be batted down. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and short yardage. And here's Rattler. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. First and 10 now from the 36. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. They have to get right back to work for the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.